All right, I know this just started the video, but what I would like you to do is give number 4 here a try. This is a really common real-world example of using percents, having to do with buying something on sale and calculating the sales tax. So pause the video and give it a try, and then start back. All right, so we bought 2 shirts. One was discounted 20% and the other was discounted 25%. We've got that discount again. That means at some point we're going to be subtracting. So if you didn't work yours exactly the way I did, that's fine. We're going to get the same answer, and that's okay. So what I did was I said I had $40, or a shirt that was for $40. I multiplied that by my 20%. And it gave me, I got $8 off the first shirt. So $8 off means instead of being $40, it's now $32. So the first shirt cost me $32. The other shirt also originally cost $40, but I saved a little bit more money. I saved 25%. So 40 times 25% meant that I got $10 off. So that shirt was only $30. And so this shirt only cost me $30. So total, my shirts cost me $62. That cost me $62. And that's not the final answer. I still have to do the sales tax. But I'm going to compute the sales tax probably a little bit differently than what you did. We're going to get the same answer, and your way is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I need to show you this because I'm going to need this concept for my next problem with this pizza down here. All right. So let's get some space for me to work. So what most people did was they multiplied $62 times the sales tax, which is 0.045. So you multiply this together, 62 times 0.045, and you get $2.79 worth of tax. You add that to your $62, your shirts, so you get a total of $64.79. Nothing wrong with this method. Totally keep that up. I will never say that's wrong. I'm going to do it a shorter way though, because here I had to multiply and then add. Well, 100% of $62 is $62. That means the whole thing. So instead of multiplying by 0.015, I'm going to take my $62. I'm going to say, all right, I have to pay the whole cost of all the shirts, so that's 1, plus the sales tax. So what I did was I added the sales tax plus the actual cost. The cost, remember, is 100%. 100% is 1. 1 plus 0.045 is this. 1.045. I type that in my calculator and it gives me $64.79. What I did was I cut out this middle step right here. I cut out that step because I had to add the sales tax plus the original cost. $2.79 is just the sales tax. Here, this 1 that's right here is the original cost. So there's my adding. I just went on and added 1, which is 62, 0.045, which is $2.79, and let my calculator do the rest. Your way is going to work every time. You don't need to change your way that you're working, but we are going to need this concept of adding the 1 for my next problem. And the next time you're out in a restaurant and you're trying to figure out tip, or you're checking to make sure you got charged the right thing in a store, it's a lot easier to type in your phone calculator. So if it does make sense to you, you can save yourself some time. Let's take this concept and do it to what I think is the hardest problem, figuring out the original cost working backwards a little bit here. So the price of pizza rose 4%. This is what makes this problem harder than the rest. We've seen decreases, but we have not seen an increase. So cost of living increase. You hear stories from your grandparents, back when I was little, a hamburger only cost a dime. Well, they do exaggerate, but there is truth to it. Things cost more now than they used to. So prices rise. So the price of pizza rose 4%. If pizza costs $10 now, what was the original cost? So I'm going to say that $10 is the original cost plus the 4% increase, because the 10% or the $10 is after the fact, not before. I'm looking for the original cost. $10 is, this 1 is the original cost. The 0.04 is the 4% increase. It's bigger than it used to be. $10 is bigger. And I'm going to come over here and do my multiplication than the original cost. $10 is 104% of the original cost. You can think about this being 104%. 100 for the original cost and 4% for the increase. You also can set up a number or ratio. I haven't done one of those in a while, so I'll show you. $10 is of the original cost, and my percent now is 104. This is a little bit hard to see the is over of part, so not very many people like to do the ratio, but you can and it will work every single time. Now my answer needs to be smaller. The original cost was cheaper. So if I do this the backwards way and I mix up the X and the 10, I'm going to get a bigger cost. No, that doesn't make any sense. The original cost was smaller, was less than what it is now. So I can divide by 1 400ths, divide by 1.04. Here I can cross multiply. I'll get 1,000 is equal to 104x and divide by 104. Either case, once I work this out, I'm going to get x is equal to $9.62. What I would tell you to do is not to overthink these problems when you're working through homework problems or a quiz or a test. Just pick a method that works. If is over of makes a lot of sense to you, stick with your ratios. If the number sentence makes a lot of sense, stick to that. Don't relearn a whole bunch of new stuff about sales tax or paying tip just because I did it in the video that way. It's just introducing you to a new concept. Your way will work. You don't have to make these harder than they need to be.